morning. Very good morning to all. My name is Dr. Arun Kumar, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Marri Laxman Reddy Institute of Technology and Management, Dundigal, Hyderabad. So today we are going to discuss about SQL commands in database management system. SQL commands. SQL commands are known as structured query language. In sometimes we are calling as SQL also. So these commands are used to create a table, retrieve a table, data regarding to the table. We are using these SQL commands. These SQL commands are basically for relational database management system. It enables users to create a table, delete a table, update a table in a relational database model. There are so many types of SQL, varieties of SQLs are there. MySQL, MiniSQL, Informix, Oracle, Oracle 11G, 11i, MS Access. In olden days, we were using MS Access. Nowadays, we are using so many types of SQL related things. They are MySQL, MiniSQL, MongoDB, NoSQL. Like that SQL language we are using to delete, create, or to update the data in a table. SQL allows users to query the database in number of ways. It's like a English like statement words we are using to create or to delete or to update any table in a database. It's like English like language basically. So there is no need to write any codes in this SQL. Just we know English, we can write a query to retrieve any data from the database. So there are some rules to follow to execute or to retrieve data from the table using SQL commands or SQL database management systems. So some rules are this SQL language is not case sensitive. Generally, keywords of SQL in uppercase letters. Sometimes it may accept lowercase also. Statements of SQL are dependent on text lines, which means that English languages you can write many words in a single line also, or many lines in many lines also. So using the SQL statements, you can perform most of the actions in a database. Actions is nothing but the data, what we are entered, what we are deleting, what we are going to update the data from the database in a table. SQL depends on tuple relation calculus and relation algebra. So these are some of the important SQL commands we are using to different types of operations in database management systems on a particular table of we can apply. So those are the commands are select. That means select a particular thing from a table, or it may be a row, or it may be a column. We are using select operation. So it is having some commands. We will discuss the commands in the later slides. So update the data in a database. So it is used to update the data, entire database. This is used for updation purpose. Delete data from the database. How we are going to delete a database from the table? Like that we are deleting an item in our desktop. We are using delete option. Like that only we are using delete option or delete command to delete the data from the database. Insert into in a database, we need to insert some data into the database. For that reason, we are using insert into command. Create database. So first we create a table. First we create a database. Then we are ready to insert a database, delete the database, update the database. Finally, if we are interested, we can select the database where we want to select the information. Next one, alter database, which means that modify or adding of something into the database. For that reason, we are using alter database. So next, so after the database creation, we need to create a table. In the table, we are able to alter a table, create a table, drop a table, create a table, and drop index or select index. So these are all used for SQL commands. These are some of the important commands what we are going to use in our SQL commands. So some of the advantages related to SQL query language, that is structured query language. This is very high speed. So if we want to identify or retrieve the data from a huge amount of database, suppose you can take example of any table like this. A student table is there. A university is having number of students, like that we are having. If we want to know a student roll number, name, age, and address. If the result is declared, we want to know, suppose example 3318 roll number is there. We want to know that the roll number is either how much grade that particular person got in the previous semester. So for that reason, we are using to select operation. So if you use any MS Access or any other things, it will take too much of time. By using of these SQL commands, you can get the information very fastly. Best example for high speed is banking sector. So we can easily identify how much amount we are having in our banking sector, or how much we added, just which means that modification of information should be done in a very high speed manner. So here there is no need to use any code like C, C++, Java, or any other high level languages. But if you know some English language, we can write the commands very easily. So in PLSQL, we need some type of some minor coding is there, but in the SQL, there is no need of writing any codes. It's a well structured format, so no need to worry about how to write a query like that. It's a portability, interactive language, how to communicate. The communication of this language is very easy. So we can use some views in our databases, how to use those things. So these are some of the advantages related to SQL commands. So this diagram shows that the types of SQL commands where we are using in the recent years. So there are 5 types of SQL command, that is data definition language, data manipulation language, data control language, transaction control language, and data query language. Generally, we are using data definition language, data manipulation language, and DQL. DQL is used for selecting the information from a given database or a table. So SQL is consisting of these 5 types of commands. DDL is having create a table, creating a table, and drop a table, alter a table, truncate a table. So create a table means first to enter any information, we need to create a table. Then only we are able to insert our actual information into the table. So for that reason, we are using create a table. Create command. So like that, we are having, there are 5 types of SQL commands. 5 different types of SQL commands. In that one, we are having all these things. So we are moving towards the each and every SQL command like DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL. So now we are moving towards data definition language, that is DDL. DDL changes the structure of the table, like creating a table, deleting a table, altering a table, etc. Extra we can use that whatever you want. All the commands of DDL are auto committed, which means that means it permanently saves all the changes what we are made so far. It will be automatically changes. Here are some commands that come under a DDL. So those are create a table, alter table, truncate a table. Right? In that one, we are moving towards each and every command, how the structure, how the syntax, and some example like that. So data definition language, that create command syntax we are going to learn. Create, it is used to create a new table in the database. So table is nothing but rows and columns are there. So how we are how we are insert the table, right? There are column and rows. So this entire thing is known as a table. So in that one, we need to insert some data. For that reason, we are using create a table. So how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3 columns are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows are there. So there are 3 columns and 4 rows. The structure of this table is known as a create table syntax. Syntax for this create table is create a table, that is table name. So table name is nothing but whatever the table we are giving. It may be a student table or employee table or any other thing we can use. If you take a student table in this one, so student generally consisting student database consisting of generally ID number, or we can call as a roll number, name, age, gender, marks, grade, like all these things are there. These things are there, right? So create table name, column name, data type. So here we are using some data types. Suppose ID is there, student ID is there. ID is sometimes we are using integer with some size 10, or we can write as variable character of 20. This 20 or 10 as known as a size of the particular data type. Here this is integer data type, is a variable character data type. So some areas we are using variable character, some areas we are using integer characters. Depends upon the database, we are able to insert these values. Example, create a table name. So the table name is employee, name variable character 20, that size. Name is a variable character, that is ABCD is there. So if you write any other words also, you can write name Arun. Arun is a variable character, the size is 20, which means that 1 to 19 we can use it, or 0 to 20. In that one only we have to use it. Behind this to 20, the database will not be considered. Email also a variable character of 100. Arun @gmail.com. It may consisting of so many things. For that reason, we are using 100 data size. Date of birth consisting of date, that is in the manner of either DD, MM, YY, or in the manner of YYYY, MM, DD. Depends upon situation, we can use it, but the format is date format. So these are the some of the examples related to how to create a database in the how to create a table by using the create syntax in the DDL commands. So example for this one is a student table or a employee table. Employee table consisting of employee service ID, employee name, employee age, employee department. Like that we are having. Those are known as a rows. In the rows we are using some columns and fields are there. So depends upon the field name, we are ready to insert the data. So next one is drop. In the first one is create a table. So here we are using some another one, that is drop table. So how to drop a table in a database? So drop, it is used to delete both the structure and record stored in the table. Suppose we are having a table in the database. Employee table is there. Employee table. The name of the table is employee. If we want to drop the entire structure by using this drop, we can delete all the structure of this employee as well as the data related to employee will be also lost. So this drop is used to delete all the structure as well as the records in the table will be deleted. So this is a major. For that reason, we have to carefully choose whether we are going for drop or other delete command. Syntax for this drop is drop table. Example, drop table employee. Just drop table. The structure of our table is known as a employee. For that reason, we are writing employee. So by using this, the employee table will not be exist in our database. So next one, alter. Alter is in the data definition language. So first we discussed about in the DDL commands, that is create and drop is there. So third one is alter. So alter is nothing but a modification of data or adding of information or updating of information, that is known as a alter of a data. So alter, it is used to alter the structure of the database. So if we want, suppose we are having only name, ID, age, address. If you want to add any other thing in the column area, we need to add, that is known as a alter. Why? Because we are extending our table in some other purposes. So we are adding some information to this column. So that is known as a alteration. Altering means adding or modifying some data to the particular table is known as a alter. In this change could be either to modify the characteristics of an existing attributes, probably to add new attributes. Here we added, suppose ID, name, ID, age and address is there. If you want to add marks, that is known as a altered thing. So how to alter a new attribute into our table? By using this syntax, we can easily alter the modifications. Alter table, table name, that is student. Add column name, column. So what we added here? Marks we added. Marks, column is marks, column, definition. Alter table, modify column definition. So another one, we can add or modify the data. This is one alteration method. This is another one alteration method. So which one you can use? Both are the same purpose we are using for alter. Example, alter table student details, adding of information to the particular table, that is student details, address, variable character. So far we have not included any address into this table. For that reason, we are adding the address for a particular student details. So by using this alter, we added variable character of address of size 20. Next, alter table student details, modifying of information, name. If you want to change the name field, so we can change the what we are going to modify name. So for that reason, the name should be here, and if you want to write anything, you can write over there. So alter is using for addition as well as modifying the data in a particular table. These are the syntaxes used to clear all our alter table messages. So the next one is truncate. So fourth one is truncate. Truncate, it is used to delete all the rows from the table and free the space containing the table. Here truncate, just only the rows will be deleted, not the entire table will not be deleted. Only rows are deleted from by using this truncate command. Syntax for this truncate is truncate table, table name, truncate table. Table name we can write as what we are going to delete a particular thing, that is maybe a student or employee. So if you take, you can delete all the rows related to this table will be deleted. Example, truncate table employee. So in this one, employee table rows will be deleted. All the rows related to employee will be deleted. So this is used to delete all the rows from a particular table. We are using this truncate.